come back in, and then I would say, what I got to say? Anybody here? I watched the replay, but. It's hot. I got hot. I cut it down. Okay, y'all. Wait until the 2-minute mark. That way, everybody that see the replay can just go to the 2-minute mark, okay? Seed, soil, and sunshine. Hey. Hey, Shatika, welcome back. Y'all hit the thumbs up button when you come in. It's greatly appreciated. Wait until the 2-minute mark. Thank you, Diane Wynn. I appreciate that. Okay, y'all. So what I was saying was do everything you can at this moment to make it make sense. Hey, to start stocking up. Whatever it is, long as it's legal, do whatever you can to start stocking up. That's why I plan on being out here working pretty much all day. Okay, as much as I can, because everybody need extra change. Okay, once you get it, make sure you are putting it to something that is going to be beneficial. All right, something that's going to be beneficial. I cannot stress it enough. A lot of people is putting their money back, getting ready for the holidays. Just make sure that whatever you spend your money on is going to be beneficial. Stock those pantries. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. I'm just trying to give you a little advice. If you don't take it, oh well. Make sure you have food. I'm saying at this point, the way everything is looking, I would think, and I'm gonna say for myself, I'm past the 6 months worth of food. We was talking about, start off a little bit at a time back in 2020. It's 2025 now. It's 5 years later. So I'm not going to tell nobody 2-3 weeks at a time. I'm not, because I don't feel like that's enough. Especially if you have been knowing and hearing stock up for years. Okay? I'm to the point to where I'm a year at a time. Yeah. I'm a year at a time. Now, shouldn't be in nobody's vocabulary. I can't. You can. Anything is possible, and I know that's something that's easily said. Anything is possible. There's means and there's ways that is legit, is legally. Some of us just have to crunch our numbers and know where we're spending, how we're spending, and realize what's most important. Okay? Some of the things that we want and have, we don't even need. All we did was lined other people's pockets. We gave these designers and stuff more money. We helped them be able to go and stock up at the drop of a dime. That's what we did. That's what we doing. We're helping them to be able to go do what we saying we cannot do. Somebody in the live stream the other day said Dollar General. Dollar General, not Dollar General, Dollar Tree was they store. Okay. I don't know for how much longer. You know, I done did the videos about Dollar Tree. It's been a minute. Been probably about a couple of months. Probably 2-3 months maybe, if that. With the Dollar Tree. I keep saying Dollar General. Dollar Tree, how the prices is up. I'm pretty sure they is even higher. Okay? I don't know how long you're gonna have for stocking up on certain things at the Dollar Tree, because everybody and everything is going up daily. Did you hear what I said? Not weekly, not every 2 weeks, not every 3 weeks. It's going up daily. You got to do what you got to do. Okay? It's going up daily. A few cents here, a few cents here. By the end of the week, it's higher. Just pay attention. Just literally pay attention. Okay? So, long as it's legit, by any means necessary. Okay? I'm not telling you go out and do nothing crazy, this, that, and other. But prioritize. Spend your money well. Stock up with some of these sales. Okay? If it is safe, I say that because depending on the area you in. If it is safe for you to do DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, and some of these other gig things, if it's safe in your area for you to do it, I would say do it. I would say do it. And right now, like I say, I just started back with Instacart. I never lost my account or anything. I just hadn't did it in years because when it first came out, it was just so finicky like. So the other day I said, let me see what old Instacart doing since I had got a new card and stuff in the mail. And I love it. They done changed a whole lot. Okay? So if you got Instacart in your area, try it. Try it. Because during these holiday times and stuff, and if you go to a nice area, if you're not in an area where it's like, you know, a lot of like Harris Teeter and that type of stuff, go to those areas. Try those areas, and you'll be surprised at the orders and the amount of money that you can make in one day. And for me, Instacart is a little better than like DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff, because you're not doing all it. Like the pay is even higher. You know what I'm saying? So look into those things if they are available and if it is safe for you to do, you know. And I say that because, you know, some areas you just can't do that type of stuff. Like if I was back home, I know Crystal Springs probably ain't got that much DoorDash. I don't even know if they DoorDash in Crystal Springs. So the best bet would be like Jackson. Me myself, I would not be caught in Jackson DoorDash. Crime too high. Crime too high. I know Jackson like the back of my hand because I used to live there. 15 minutes from my hometown, but I moved there. I know it, and I know it's not safe to know. So that's why I say if you know of an area that is more safer, if you're not in an area like that, just get yourself together, go to that area, turn on your Instacart, turn on your door, whatever the case, whatever is available to you. Make your extra money and do what you gotta do, because it's best to do it now and have you some stuff to wish later that you would have did it and don't have anything. Okay? So that's what I mean. Everybody do what they want to do, but it's hard on everybody. Okay? And if you can take the burden off in some kind of way, because these folks out here don't care about that. Is, you know, all they is when you go in their store, they worried about is you gonna pay whatever for whatever you getting. You know what I'm saying? That's what they worried about. Allergies, y'all. Allergies. Okay. Girl, you may come up missing down in Jackson trying to do it. I know. And the thing is, you know, there's been, thank you. There's been a couple of incidents in Jackson. I think a girl was robbed and shot in the head or something doing DoorDash. They thought she had money on them. And with DoorDash, you don't take money. I think they got some things where if you do like pizza or something, you can pay for it yourself and then the customer give you cash. But for the most part, you don't have money on you unless it's your personal money. And they shot that girl in the head. So I would not. No. I would not do Jackson. Okay. The only way I would possibly do Jackson, and I still be, because I'd be worried about his safety too, is if I had my brother with me. That's it. That's the only way. If it was just me down there and everybody else went down there, and I just say, hey, I'm down there visiting or something, I would have one of them with me. That's it. But everybody don't have that. Because my main reason is he gonna know everybody almost in Jackson, especially in certain areas. He's gonna know almost everybody. So I feel a little bit more better to a certain extent, because then I have to look at, well, that can kind of flip around though, and that's just me. But me going down there just volunteer, nah, it would have to be a lot, and I would literally want to be, but then that don't stop anything, because people everywhere in certain places, they're crazy. Everybody is, well, most people have lost their mind. So it don't matter even who you have with you, a certain weapon don't have a name on it. So I'm gonna take it like that. So don't even do it, because like I say, I would be worried about everybody's safety, that may be with me. But if I had to, he would be the choice, because he would know more updated areas, because I ain't been there a while. So that's why I say I would take him. But yeah, it's just some areas I wouldn't. And Jackson is one of them. So honey, I understand. Missing ain't the word. Missing is not the word, honey. So don't do it. If you have DoorDash or Instacart or something, and your area may not be like the safest, you can always drive to another area that you may know of that is, and you can still do stuff in that area. You can still do your deliveries and stuff in that area. So just look into those. If y'all don't have them, I tell y'all, I always keep them on hand. I get everything, every bit of gig work that come out, and I literally sign up for them, get on with them, and then I keep them in good standing. So if I ever need them, like up until now, I hadn't did Instacart since I did one order last year, it said, and then there was one order last year, and things was even different then. But before then, I hadn't did Instacart since 2021, something like that. So that tells you. So do whatever it is you can do. And I will say, if you're doing gig work, try to have somebody with you, because these people done lost their mind. They are targeting people left and right. So many people they're not mentally there, and some of them is not because they're struggling. They have so much bills and all type of stuff. They struggling, and they just not mentally there. And a lot of people is desperate. I think that is one of the reasons for a lot of these crimes and stuff that we're hearing about daily. A lot of when it comes to people just losing it. Just look at all these mass shootings and stuff. They don't like what's going on in the big place, the different rules and all the cuts and stuff being done, and people are literally going crazy. Okay, and it's only going to get worse. And that's why I say, make sure that you have things in your house, because you see all these shootings and stuff going on. They going to these places doing all these mass shootings. Think about when things get even more worse, and it get even worse. You ain't gonna be able to go to the grocery stores. You go in there and put your hand on a loaf of bread, a loaf of light bread, and he was coming down that aisle and he was zooming for that light bread and it was only one and you just got it and put it in your bucket. What you think finna happen? What you think finna happen? People finna go crazy, gonna try to attack you or anything to get that loaf of bread. People do not care. They don't care. And I don't want to be in the chaos because it's coming. It's coming. Whether you believe it or not, it's coming. It literally is. We see into how many mass shootings has it been this year alone? I done lost count. If it ain't the shootings, you got the stabbings. You got the one in Walmart maybe some weeks ago where the guy went on a stabbing rampage in Walmart, just randomly stabbing people. You go in there to do you some shopping or whatnot so you can go and get back home, and you end up in the hospital because somebody of them randomly came up and stabbed you. He stabbed a couple of people. You got the man that up here in Charlotte, was it Charlotte, stabbed that girl on that train up here stabbing. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Then all these mass shootings. Yeah, you know, make it make sense. Yes, people losing their jobs and stuff, and food stamps and stuff. They are, I mean, some people can't take it. Some people don't know how to go and pray to God. You may still try to fix it, but I'm not gonna go out there and say I'm finna go out here and shoot nobody because I'm upset. I'm not finna say I'm finna go out here and do this, that, and the other. But some people minds work like that, you know. And sometimes people go and take out and do mass shootings and stuff because they know 9 times out of 10 the police or somebody is going to put them down. And that's what they wanted all along. They just wanted to go by another way. But then other people has lost their life because of their decisions. I don't want to be in a store talking about getting no light bread, no meal, no flour, no eggs, no nothing else when people start acting like they done lost their mind. You're right, make it make sense. Food stamps and people losing their job. The government is still shut down. I think I saw where military got paid late. If I ain't mistaken, I saw somebody said they finally got paid from military. So I don't even know if their payment was late. I know some of these nurses and stuff has lost their jobs because they has been laid off because because of the shutdown. I told you I have family members that's government, that works for the government, that is either they getting their hours cut or they laid off. So, and then you add on top of that, the bills don't stop and the food's still going up and it ain't enough food to feed people. Eggs are on week orders. I haven't even heard that, Diane Wynn. I haven't even heard that. But it's crazy. Hey, Andrea. Hey, honey. Good morning. But we got to get on board. I know somebody the other day when we was in that live screen, about 3 days ago, maybe one of y'all had said thrifting, go thrifting, and I told you we only have a Salvation Army here. Now I just thought about something. Salvation Army. We only have that here. And Goodwill, but the prices there is so high, you might well buy that stuff straight out the store. Might well buy it straight out the store. Even those places is sky high. I posted on Facebook too about the eggs. Wow, Diane Wynn. Good morning. Unfortunately, it is only going to get worse. Yes, it is. Who is this? Hi. He keeps blessing me. He keeps blessing me. Yes. As they say, get your house in order and be prepared, because with the hard hit tariffs we just received from one country in particular, prices about to go through the roof and violence will increase. I think I heard, OJ, did you see some on YouTube the other night, some about an increase in tariffs? Which country was that, Christy? Because I think I just saw something when I was going through. It was one of the news things. Might have been last night or night before that. Which country did we just get a heavy increase from? You can just put part of it in the chat, and I know what you're talking about. Which one you're talking about? Is it China? She said a country we just received a hard hit in tariffs from one country in particular. Like, did they increase it on us, or did we increase it on them? She said, because with the hard hit tariffs we just received from one country in particular, prices is about to go through the roof and violence increase. Let me see. China. Okay. That's both. Okay. I was wondering, was it China? Okay. Yes. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. They playing with all these companies, all these all these countries, and I keep saying it and saying, that's why I say watch. Y'all see what keep happening with Venezuela? Now just put this together. You got, I don't even know, I'm probably this live stream probably gonna get censored. It is what it is. Y'all need to know, because I stay up with what's going on with other countries. Okay. Venezuela, let me do the rundown from what I got. Venezuela and China is together. Russia is with Venezuela and China. Ukraine and I guess Israel and the US is together. But then I saw something, I don't know verbatim what was going on between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Now you see how many countries I just called that's been in something this year alone? Like a lot. Like they always in something, but a lot. How many countries and things? And then don't forget our chief is thinking about sending Tomahawk missiles to what, Ukraine? And Russia is saying that's not a good idea. Now, a lot of things Russia say, and then they don't end up doing nothing. But who gonna gamble with that? Who gonna gamble? This is the thing. You can have a person that's very passive. They're not confrontational. And you may walk up to that person and hit that person, like tap that person, push that person. At one point, that person is going to get mad and is going to lose it. Now, I'm not that tight, because you only got one time. You may not even have that time to lay hands on me. But you only got one time. But, not to knock it, some people are blessed to be that way, where they allow you to do that multiple times. But eventually, that person is going to lose it. They're going to snap. I say that to say, how many times is people going to do stuff to other countries, and because they don't do nothing right then and there, that you actually think it's going to always be that way? How many of them boats them been taken out from Venezuela? I think they on their third one, maybe. Huh? Who? Did you say fifth? OJ said it's the fifth one. And Venezuela ain't did nothing, right? Venezuela ain't did nothing. But Venezuela is in with Russia. And China don't like us. But this the kicker. How much stuff we get from China? I'm going to tell you now. I'm trying to stock up and get stuff that is over here made, because them people is too smart. They smart, and they're a little cunning and a little conniving. Okay, as the old folks used to say. I ain't gonna be trusting too much stuff coming that's made over there over here to be put over here. I'm not gonna be trusting too many products to go put on my body that's done came from over there. They know where they shipping it to. Everybody'll be itching and won't know why. I ain't finna do that. Think I'm crazy if you want to. I don't think I'm crazy. That's how it is. I don't trust people. And especially nobody that is sending goods over here, making your goods, making your goods. I already don't. That's like me sitting at the table with my known enemy. I'm talking about not nobody that I know you my enemy, and I ain't letting you know you my. This ain't a matter of keeping your friends close. When you know somebody is your known enemy, known. See, I ain't gonna sit at the table with nobody that I done fought. And I'm like that. I got classmates that's done reached out to me that I had to fight every year. I don't care. I forgive you and leave that between me and God, but I ain't finna associate with you. I don't care if we was high school, middle school, whatever. No, I don't care. I'm not finna sit with you, especially when you carry on with the same mess. We 38 years old and you still back home want to be the baddest thing and want to fight people and all that and getting whooped every time. I ain't finna sit at the table. We ain't finna tap dance. We ain't finna talk. I ain't finna accept or nothing. None of that. No. I got suspended for you. You didn't even I got suspended because once I lost it, I ain't know it took a long time to calm down. So some things got broke and damaged and I got the longest suspension. And now I'm finna sit up and talk to you and play patty cake and all this. I don't think so. I don't think so. Especially when you still have that same mentality. So I say that to say this. How can someone increase all these tariffs, make it hard for people in other places to feed their families? Because they gotta pay more to get stuff imported to them from here. And then I'm gonna be happy about going to get all the stuff that they make to send over here. Them people too smart. Too smart. We talking about so smart can stand in one area and everybody be looking crazy. You get what I'm saying? See, they do all that lab stuff over there and this, that, and the other, and only they got that. I ain't got time for that. And that's where it's got down to. That's exactly what it's got down to for me. I don't know about nobody else, but for me, I'm not trusting that. I'm not. So I gave that. I'm not trusting that at all. But when you get so comfortable that you big and mighty and you got the most this and you got the better this and the better that, you get too comfortable and they are playing. They playing chess. Some of them other countries, they playing chess. Other people is playing checkers. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. And I don't trust it. I want to be at home. The only thing I want to have to do is keep you out my house and out my yard. And that may be an easier task than me being in the store with people going crazy or things happening. I ain't got time for that. I do not time. So that's why I say I don't sit at the table with my known enemies. I may know you my enemy and keep you close. And you will never know that I'm on to you. But my known enemies, I ain't finna do that. No. But what is going on over here? What is going on over here? Look at all. How many countries does it have to take to get in all this before World War III happens? How many how many events? If I ain't mistaken, I think Iran is back in something. How many countries? And as you can look at it, started what, a couple years ago with Ukraine and Russia. But this year alone, how many countries has evolved in all this mayhem? I don't know why nothing is, like, I hadn't seen nothing come up yet. And it was all coming up like, I don't know if this a bad area. Where is Publix?
Publix and to the left.
We could try to do Publix parking lot. Cause I don't know about here. Huh? I did. Let's see, for a few years I've been stocking up on everything we need to literally stock up on many things. We need to think outside the box. What would you do if the water was bad? Exactly. What if the grid was down? Exactly. I gotta re-up on my candles. I have plenty of videos about how to cook on a Crisco can if you had to. You gotta be careful though with fire hazards. My tea light candles is not for lighting, it's for cooking. Different things I have to stock up on, but first I got to get my prepper pantry together, and I have to get it together in a certain way. We have to strategize even more now on getting more for less, and that's gonna be like we done talked about before, shopping the perimeter of the store. Get things that you can create meals with. Because buying a lot of this already prepared stuff, unless it's on clearance and marked down for a really, really good price, buying all this, see, look what happened. One came through as soon as we moved. Oh, they're gonna have to boost that. Hold on, y'all, I'm looking for order. We're gonna have to do it in a smarter way, we're gonna have to shop the perimeter, get things that are more shelf stable. Okay, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to pay attention to a lot. Okay, people is not gonna care. People is not gonna care at all. That's why I am doing all that I can. Do you ladies know when I started stocking up, my family thought I was crazy? Yeah. A lot of people think we crazy. They gonna think we crazy. As they compare, they gonna think we crazy. But remember what I told y'all in some daily texts ago? When we was talking about preparing, and one of the daily texts talked about preparing, being prepared. And we read those scriptures, and then I read the story about Joseph. Everybody don't have that insight. Everybody don't have that insight. Everybody don't. All the countries in it together. Yes, I said the same thing, Brenda. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say this. You got the one over here keep saying they're friends with Russia, with Putin. Putin saying otherwise. Some don't. Every time things get a little salty, then all of a sudden something is working. I like what you just said. I can't say too much on here because I know I'm gonna get censored. But I believe it starts very close, and is in with a lot of stuff. I think it's one big. At the end of the day, all the big people is lying in their pockets. And I'm gonna say this: sometimes people will act like they are against each other when they're not. You get what I'm saying? All right, I know you got what I'm saying. Okay. So I was like, nah, something ain't right about that. See, like everybody, especially the big people, even in other countries, everybody came up and it's like everybody want to line their pockets, okay? Oh, but it's the miles is going. That's the thing. 18.8 miles. Let me see. That's the thing we have to look at, okay? It's like everybody benefiting except for the people, okay? That's what I'm gonna say. We'll struggle, high prices, this, that, and other, but the folks that's enforcing everything and cutting everything and doing all that, they not struggling for anything, you know? They're not struggling for anything. Some people that you think are against each other, they actually are not. Everybody is, you know how they say the wealthy sticks together, the high class, you know, they go to those big parties and big to-dos and all this type of stuff. They stick together, you know, want to say, hey, you may have a lawyer or something. He meets somebody at the party or whatnot. Oh yeah, I can help you out. You know, I have a buddy that does this, and I have a buddy. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna send people your way. Yeah, you do that, and I'm gonna send people your way, and all this. That goes on so many different levels, and everybody's lining their pockets. But we the ones going to have the issues. I heard the same thing from some friends. Well, now they see the benefits of stocking up. Yeah, it's all a big game. Yup. And if you ain't up at a certain status, a certain level, don't nobody care about you. Don't nobody care. Look, a lot of these, I will say, a lot of people get food stamps and stuff that don't need food stamps because they could work. They are beating the system. But you got a lot of people that needs that. And stuff being cut and stuff to benefit who? To save so other people can live wealthy. And you know, you done heard some people say, like, I done heard people that was rich and they'll be like, you know, no, I'm not helping nobody because I went to school and I did this and I studied and I did this and I did that, and you could have did it too. Well, I feel like when a lot of this stuff is getting cut, I feel like it's kind of the same thing when everybody's situations is not the same. You know, everybody wasn't born into money and was able to have somebody to first of all, pay your way, whether you deserve to go to Harvard and these big time colleges and all, and then on top of that, the colleges and stuff. A way to make money. It's a big pyramid scheme. Because that same stuff you teaching in college, Google got it. But if you ain't paid all that money and now you up to your neck in student loans, you didn't get no certificate. And so you can't go get this job. It's people that don't want the college for certain things, do bad, no less than people that ain't want the college for that same job. But it's a status thing. It's to keep money in everybody's pockets. Keep money in everybody's pockets. So the best thing for us to do is to try to help ourselves. We can do that. We can try to help ourselves. We can try to have the things that we need. Food, water, and necessities. Instead of going out here paying, paying Dooney and Burke and Coach and everybody else, Jordan, all this money that they can go. They got so much money they can go. I'm looking at a Publix right now. They can go buy everything in Publix right now. They could go in Publix and buy everything they need at one time. They can go in Publix and spend $10,000 to $20,000 in Publix on food, everything. They can go and buy everything inside and say that's chump change. Chump change off of you and our money. That's why I don't understand. When we spend money on things that these cars, everybody gotta have a Tesla, gotta have this $80,000 cars, $100,000 cars. The maker, the owner of that can go and buy a whole. He can walk in Walmart, get that store manager. Hey, I want everything in the store. Get everybody out. Everything that's left in this store, I want it. I'm going to have trucks pulled up. I need everything loaded. Everything. I need some cashiers to ring me up for everything. If they wanted to do that, they can. And you had to go buy, because I done bought them too. I ain't been big on a lot of stuff, but like some things, Jordans and Timberlands, stuff like that, I have. But we're talking about now. You go, times was different then. You go and you constantly giving them $100. Look how much they make a day. Now these big stars, let them big stars, let all, like I say, let the wealthy help the wealthy. Leave it up to the wealthy to go put money in other wealthy people pockets. But us people that ain't got it like that, we can't afford to keep giving to them, and then they can go right now, like I say, and shut down a whole Walmart, get everything in it, and they'll say that's chump change. We can't do that. We can't do that, but we constantly supplying it. Why? So we can walk around on the dirty ground with some shoes and act like we of a certain class and eat noodles and sardines and crackers every day while they up there eating a $300 meal that ain't hardly got enough to feed a toddler on it. But it's luxury. I mean, come on. It's enough is enough. We have to look at what's important, because we can't eat that purse, we can't eat them shoes, we can't eat that car. We can't. We literally can't. I have multiple degrees, but didn't have certain people using words like you're overqualified. Keep you down. Yes, Diane Wynn. Yes. A lot of people was coming to us asking, well, what is Tatiana gonna do? She going to college? We not the average. I'm not the average mother when it comes to that. To me, college is getting you for your money, and because they know it's no guarantee that you're gonna get the job that you're going for. But they want that money. No, I don't push my kids to go to college and none of that type of stuff. None of that type of stuff. Because it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's literally not fair. Like you said, overqualified. Let me tell y'all something. When we were living on base, I went to the movie theater. It was right across the street from the house. They was hiring. And I put in my application. When I put in my application, the manager wasn't there. When she got there a couple days later, she called me. She called me in. I thought I was going in for an interview. She said, I'm so sorry. She said, I would love to hire you. She said, but I can't hire you because you're overqualified. Now we're talking about a little movie theater. On base. I said, overqualified? How? She said, because your last job, you got paid more than what we're paying for minimum wage here. So they couldn't hire me because my last job I made like $1 and some more. Okay? And I think that was my Office Depot job back home. My last job. Either that or my Best Buy job, because I worked at Best Buy. I could not get a simple job at the movie theater because my last job that was on my resume paid more than what they was offering. And that right there is what really taught me. I was in my early 20s. And I took that as, I said, okay. I know for sure I ain't finna try to go to nobody's college, get stuck with these loans and stuff just to hear overqualified. That's why I don't force it on my kids. You know? Never take out a school loan. It follows you for life, blocks you from a lot of things you need in life. Yeah. Always said, don't forget where you come from because you can always go back there. Exactly. Girl, you're right. People constantly trying to keep up with the Joneses. Yeah, and I ain't got time for that. They ain't boosted that at all. Now see, when I was in Jacksonville, all these orders coming through. Now you up here with the stores and ain't hardly nothing coming through. I don't get that. Yeah, so stock up on beans and rice. These are staples. Yes, you can have stock up on a lot of what you can eat too. Because I know for me, I can't do beans. I've tried. I made the bean soup and stuff. It just would not digest for me. Heard the same thing from some friends, but nah, they see the benefits of stocking. First to fly off the shelf, dry beans and rice. Exactly. He is meeting with Putin soon. I heard that, honey. All a big game. You better wake up. Yup. I thought I was the only one that felt like that. Your mother was wise. I've always told my children the same. Brenda Smith. Same thing. You can't eat rice. See, yeah, we gotta stock up on what we can eat, you know. What our household can eat, you know. Hey, Cynthia Murray. But y'all, let me get off of here, see what's going on with these orders. Cause I ain't got time to waste the time to waste, you know. We came all the way up here. I gotta make some moolah because I gotta do what I gotta do. So let me go and get off of here. I wish I could talk a little longer, but I need to see what's going on with the order. So y'all be safe, and we'll talk here in a little bit, okay? Love y'all. Bye.